How's it going? What's up and what's happening? Blessed beautiful souls. Kiara Ducasse here today with the Crypto Bliss Show. Yes, every day I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Guys, today is a Sunday. I'm doing a smash load of recording for you today. So please make sure to smash that thumbs up for me on this video. And I hope you guys are all having a really great time today. It's my father's birthday today, so happy birthday to him. And yeah, blessings to the Torians. It's my father's birthday today. It's my uncle's birthday tomorrow. It's my niece's birthday next Sunday. And then it's my birthday the following Sunday. So I wonder what I'm going to do for you guys for my birthday. So yeah, let's see. Actually, I'm going to come up with a nice little campaign here. So let's see what we do, guys. So much love, much blessings, much beautiful energy to you. Wonderful crypto community. Thank you for being here with me. Absolutely appreciate you guys benevolently. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight onto the video. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and a number of different charts that we have to be obviously watching out for over the next little while. So if you guys want to completely come with me and trade this with me, then make sure to smash that Bybit link in the description below and pinned in the box in the comments box above. And let's get on to trading some of these cryptos together on Bybit with a $30,000 deposit bonus. Wow. Bam! $30,000 deposits? Bonus? Wow. Awesome, guys. So, anyways, I would like to share with you guys that I have done a number of videos for you over the course of this week that we've had. And I did quite a few videos for you, some different videos, some interesting videos. So yeah, let's go and see what's going to happen for Bitcoin ahead and what's going to happen in the markets ahead for the week ahead. So stay tuned right to the end. Boom. And let's go. Let's get to it. So first of all, let's get on to the cryptocurrency by market cap. Today, we're up 1.6% for the day at 1.219 trillion. Trading volume is, which means that we are going to have an absolutely explosive move. I do believe the 11th of May is when the Federal Reserve are making their announcement for interest rate hikes. So that's maybe like 3 weeks away. So everything that I'm going to show you today is going to lead up to whatever the Fed will decide. And I have no doubt that the Fed will probably continue to decide to raise rates once again, probably by 25 basis points. So let's go and see. Bitcoin's still sitting under 28,000 at 27,731, up 1.8%, but down 8.5% for the week. Ethereum is now at 1876. Yeah. BNB is at 331. XRP is at 47 cents. Cardano 39 cents. Dogecoin at 8 cents. Polygon at 103. Solana 22.18. Polkadot at 597. Litecoin at 87. Avalanche at 1720, Chainlink at 712, and Cosmos at 1098. Yo. Guys, things are going on in the market. Crypto bubbles. XRD, this thing seems to have been pumping this whole week. Shiba's up a little bit. XMR, ZIL's up. Casper, Quanta's up. Theta's up. Dash is up, FTT is slightly up, Woo's up, Sol's up, Stacks, XRP, AGIX, Injective, Phantom. Those are up, but everything else that you see here is all down pretty much. So not such a high market. You can see there's very little bubbles that are pumping into the double-digit percentages. So yeah, guys, we've got a lot to talk about in this video, so stay tuned. And 56 is where we are in the Fear and Greed Index. So 56 is up 3 points back into greed territory from yesterday's 53, which is interesting. And obviously that's because of what's happening in the Bitcoin chart currently. So 23rd of April on the 20th of 2023. Interesting. Tonight at 23:23, there will be a lot of 23s. Significant energy happening. There is so much energy, guys, happening right now in the astrology side of things. If you go and follow my brother down below, Starglazer, and you book a session with him as well, he will really help give you a crazy insight into your life and what you should be considering. And, I use it for my trading as well. I'm learning to bring it into my trading a whole lot more and perfect it a whole lot more. So Yeah, him and I are working on great stuff in that area. So, guys, if you want to check us out, go and follow our social media down below. You guys will absolutely love some of the stuff that we've put out and lots more to come, guys. So, thank you for your support and your love, of course, as always. And let's go and see what's happening in the week ahead. There is no news schedule for tomorrow, which means that there's a very high possibility that the markets could essentially float their way up tomorrow. And yeah, so there wouldn't be much movement. Maybe not from the US reports, but maybe from other markets. Okay, so Tuesday we have the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index, 20 cities, coming in at a previous 2.5%. So that we're looking at. And then we got the Home Price Index. If that's coming down or going up, then I'm pretty confident that if the Fed raised the interest rates, then that bubble's probably going to look like it's pressing up against the needle very, very much so. So, yeah, and ready to burst. So, new home sales, 640,000 previous. The median that they hoping for is 630, so that's going to matter as well. And consumer confidence. Okay, so consumer confidence, they're expecting to come in slightly lower. So, let's see if it comes in lower. If it comes in lower, the markets will probably pump up. Okay. Well, the dollar will come down, and all other assets will probably go up. Not all, but crypto and gold and silver, etc. Wednesday, we're looking at durable goods orders. So it's a very, very busy week in the news. Durable goods minus transportation, advanced US trade balance in goods, and advanced real inventories and wholesale inventories, guys. So that stuff on Wednesday is going to make the market shift as well. And then we have, of course, Thursday is the big market mover, Q1 GDP. Previous Q1 GDP from 2022 came in at 2.6. They're expecting it now to come in at 1.8. That's a whole percent lower, guys. That's crazy. That's mad drop. I mean, that's almost 100% drop in GDP. So, yeah, their GDP is looking like crazy. And actually, I would like to show you something. Give me one moment, please, guys. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's have a quick squiz at this. Ooh, Solana. I do like Solana a lot. So I'll come back to that quickly. But initial jobless claims, 250,000. So they're expecting the jobless claims to continue to go up, is what they're saying. Continuing jobless claims probably going up. Pending home sales, 1%. So in other words, the pending home sales are increasing, which means that less and less people are being approved for home approvals. So employment cost index, personal income index on Friday, PCE, core PCE. So there's a lot of news this week, guys. So make sure that you actually stay tuned. There you go. Now I'd like to show you this, guys, because this shit is scary as anything. Okay. So currently, if you go to usdebtclock.org, you will see that the US national debt currently is sitting at just under 32 trillion. Now, they intend to put in another 1.7 trillion into this, okay? Now, look at all of this here. So, US federal tax revenue is 4.6 trillion. So, they're 5x under their tax revenue for that, okay? And essentially, if we come and have a look at some of the other items. I mean, we can go and look at this, go and explore this clock, guys. I don't want to bore you with this right now. It's very interesting, this clock. I do use this on my phone, but if you look at the US GDP here is 26.3 trillion and the debt is 32 trillion. That's a crazy mark. So let's go and see. The US total GDP to debt ratio is 133.9%. But because the US economy is still, or the US dollar is still being used as the international base currency for trade, but it's very fast depegging because of BRICS. So you've got a total GDP to 134%. Now Argentina GDP debt to GDP ratio is 104%, and they literally have run out of dollars. They have shut the government down. The government has started reaching into people's pockets like yours and mine, etc., and starting to take money out of people's accounts to be able to pay for, their debt to GDP. So how is America surviving? You're all very much wondering. Guys, this bubble, and we haven't even really heard much of Argentina, first of all. And second of all, we also haven't seen the effect of what Argentina has had on the rest of the world. So if we think that banks are collapsing, guys, Countries are busy collapsing at the moment, okay? And countries are way bigger than the banks, okay? Majority of the time. So, obviously not the Federal Reserve banks and the IMF, etc. Of course, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm just referring to your local national banks, because at the end of the day, guys, this is crazy. You guys have no idea what is about to come when this thing explodes. But if you can really just understand this, the spending is 37% above what it actually should be. So people are living in debt, okay? Living in debt. Now, that is crazy because the large institutions know how to maneuver the money in and out of here to stay profitable, but the economy and people are living in poverty and in debt. So that's very interesting to see that. Not poverty, but people are living on credit. So it's very difficult. So guys, enough of this for now. I needed to share that with you because this is important for you to recognize that, everything I'm about to show you on the charts is going to matter, because everything that we've got coming over the next month is going to be crazy. You guys have heard this. I've experienced it now twice. Sell in May, go away. And both times, for me once, shame on me. For me twice, shame on you. Okay. The second time, I did learn, but I didn't pull everything out the market. You damn straight this time I'm going to be making sure that when this little pump is done and we'll see where the market's going, if this crashes, absolutely everything, Bitcoin, crypto, all of it, pump to the moon and beyond. It will pump intergalactically. In fact, you'll be in the 9th dimension. Okay, so now I know I'm going crazy ass on you, but I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a lot of a big ride. But if this debt ceiling gets raised, okay, and we continue to raise the debt ceiling limit, okay, obviously the deeper the shit they're putting themselves into, which is fucking mad. But, okay, I want to share with you guys that 31.7 trillion in debt already, and they raised the debt ceiling. We're going to see some crazy stuff happen, guys. Okay, so stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell, guys, and let's get onto the charts now. Okay, let's always start off with the Dixie. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the Dixie on the day. So now what I want to do is show you that the Dixie on the RSI has already turned, and look at this, we have a double doji shooting star. Some people call it, oh wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Guys, it's just with this very simple, this is a rounding off. Okay, in fact, it probably won't it could just do that, but the dollar essentially could kind of do this and then offload. But like I said to you guys in my video over here, this one, go and check it out. I said to you that the dollar is on a long-term dead cat bounce, which means the dollar's dead, guys. The dollar's done. Other economies are dumping it, so on and so forth. On the RSI, we are very oversold already. Time for a little bit of a turn down, and we've now turned under resistance, plus under this resistance here still. And essentially what we're now looking for is under the blue line. We've tap, boom, and essentially we should be coming down. So the next level that we're looking to break is this level here. So let's go and put a teeny tiny little box. And I'm just going to put a small little box here for us because it's probably not that thick of a line. So let's just be patient and see what that does in the short interim. Because right now we've retested, bounced to the bottom of this level, retested. We could come back down. We could bounce back up. We could essentially trade sideways and build a very strong bear flag, which, boom, would bring us down to my level, my target. Okay, and I said it to you that we could probably do this by the end of the middle to the end of 2024. So that's all the way over here, guys. No, that's even over. Oh, it doesn't even want to let me do that. Okay, but anyways. Okay, so yeah, that would be April, May, June, July, all the way over here. So it's a long way, guys. Okay, now very interestingly so. Okay, that's the dollar. Let's go and have a quick squiz at Bitcoin price. And I want to share a few different Bitcoin charts with you guys. So I know this video is long, but this is very important for us to look at. So starting very early on the 1 hour, You can see on the 1 hour, we're looking a bit bullish on the RSI, but the volume is very, very weak here, guys. This was a little bit of volume over here, which is very interesting. That must have been retail again. And then there was a sell signal because we're now under the channel, and we'll see that on the higher time frame. So we're under the channel. This is now resistance. This green level is resistance. So what I'd like to see for this essentially is a breakout, a retest, and then a smash up to here, maybe a retest and then a pump up to there. And then at this point, guys, I'm going to share with you that that's probably going to be a time to look at and considering offloading. And I'm going to show you why on the higher time frames, okay, for now, okay? And then we could essentially make our way back down. So let's delete that for now. Let us go and have a look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, because the 4-hour time frame, as you're seeing, is oversold. So oversold on the RSI, boom, as you see on my high time frame, level is here. So we could overextend like this, where it could make a little pump like that. So that's what I was saying there before we come down. But you can see there's already a downtrend here. Let's go on to the higher time frame, day 1 day. So now on the 1 day, we're down, and that's why I say that we could be essentially making a bit of a pump. So if I drag this line here now, guys, and you can see where I'm looking at, you can see that now we have a very strong level of support also at that level based on the previous channel that we had built here, drawn out here, excuse me. So we essentially are retesting this zone, which I'm going to say to you is actually very, 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 very healthy. But if we want to see a breakout back up to the upside and go test our zones of the 35 to 40K levels, then what we need to do is see a zone testing here and then a pumping back up. Now, this big purple box here, guys, is the zone where we had the crazy fall down, and it was a major resistance support zone for support zone, and then broke through support at the Terra Luna embargoing. So essentially what you want to see is there's resistance at this level right now. So what happened last time it was resistance? I've shown you guys this before. I mean, there was a major cascade to the downside, and we've already had quite a major cascade, but it hasn't completely broken all the way down to the blue level, which is where I said, which is essentially the 618 from pulling the Fibonacci from here to the top of this area. The 618 is down here in alignment with my blue line. So guys, I'm going to stick with my scenario. I see Bitcoin maybe having a pullback up here, hitting a retest. I mean, if for Pete's sake, guys, this could even come all the way back up to here and then come back down. Boom. Okay. And literally just drop through these levels. Okay. And I'm going to tell you this now. Why? This is a retail buy, a pump from institutions. Retails, institutions dump. Retails buy, institutions dump. Now retail will buy again, perhaps this week, and institutions will dump. Okay, so institutions are locking in, and that will essentially cause a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, but also an M pattern. Okay, so if that is the case, then this is the target, guys. So I need you not to be afraid, but rather to be patient in this market right now. So yes, because there's a bit of support I have, and the RSI is resetting, I have taken a bit of a buy here, a very small buy, because essentially we're at that level. And if we break through this level, this is the next level of support. And that's a strong level of support right there. That's even stronger. And then, guys, I'm telling you, if we're here, we may as well just drop down to there, okay, to the 618, and just give it a test before we make our way back up. It's as simple as that. Now, let's go and have a look at Bitcoin dominance quickly. So Bitcoin dominance is now essentially also in a very, very sideways trend, and it's under a level of resistance. So if Bitcoin does continue to collapse, that means then this will continue to collapse. Now, I'd like to show you that we are building basically a bear flag zone in this area. You can see that pretty clearly. And here is the flag poles. So I want to show you two things. Okay, so first thing is if the bearish side does happen, look at that level of support right there. Now, guys, this isn't a joke. This is very simple. The charts tell us what we need to know. Okay, so if we're gonna find support here, and we're actually going to do what Bitcoin does, like I said on the other chart, on the actual Bitcoin chart, and break up, this essentially target is all the way up here. So it could break up the Bitcoin chart even up to that point, okay? At that point, I'm not sure what it would do, but there's the zone, okay? So there is two different scenarios. The downside is far less than the upside right now. So I just want to show you to proceed with caution when shorting Bitcoin at the moment. Yes, you can still make a lot of money, but shorting Bitcoin at the moment is not a smart idea. So I want to show you now on the total market cap, because the total market cap is now showing the same thing. You can see we're having, I drew this now for you guys. We're having an ascending broadening wedge. Now what I wanted to show you is, remember I drew this, where is it? This flagpole here. So you can see here, okay, because we broke out of this area, retested and broke up. And then I drew this flagpole and I put this flagpole here as the test of resistance over there. So now that's where that level of resistance is. Now look where we found some support. So for me, this is the total crypto market cap, guys. The total crypto market cap for me is finding support on this box as well, in this zone, above this zone. We've tested it a few times. We haven't broken this low yet, okay? And here is the target. So essentially, we could see this, do this, come like this, trade like this. I mean, and then it could essentially break up, retest, bash up, and then make its way to the top of this channel. Okay, so if that is going to happen, guys, that will take a few months. And right now, I'm not surprised if that doesn't play out like that. And as you can see, here's the higher target essentially up here. So without a doubt, the total crypto market cap is on an upward bullish trend. There's no doubt about that. Now, this is total crypto 3 without BTC, without Ethereum. The same thing, the RSI. Look at this channel that we're looking to break out of. There is a broadening ascending wedge pattern. Not broadening, shortening descending wedge pattern. And essentially we're finding support here, hasn't broken this low. We could, boom, come up here, retest and break through that level. Okay, guys. So there's a lot that could happen for us in the next little while. Essentially here, if we had to break through this, we'd probably hit here, retest, and then break down to these levels, and then perhaps retest these zones. But there are different scenarios. So I don't want, and I'm not saying short or long, I'm actually saying we're at a point where the RSIs are resetting, and it's probably a time to go a little bit longer. Not financial advice, please. Now let's go and have a quick squiz at the S&P before I show you the next two Bitcoin charts, which will actually blow your mind out the water. So the S&P is coming down. So I drew this pattern for you as well. Essentially, we're on a bit of an upward momentum, but we've lost momentum from here on the RSI. So if we break this, a retest zone is here. You can see that there's a strong retest zone before maybe coming back into the channel and kind of hit these levels. So this is an upward ascending channel with smaller channel on the daily time frame within a higher ranging channel in that time frame. So NASDAQ doing something similar, but not same, but not similar. So NASDAQ is coming to reset on the RSI. We've now touched support a number of times. So for me, the NASDAQ, here's my target. I said to you guys, so it could essentially even come up to this green zone. So, I mean, I would essentially move that up to this green zone, but I don't want to move the target because I want to share with you that essentially we could hit that area and then bounce back. Okay, so let's go and have a quick squiz now at the next two Bitcoin charts that I wanted to share with you. So you can see here, again, RSI resetting on the Bitcoin. Here is the strongest level of support, okay, that happens to be at the bottom of this triangle that I drew, which happens to be the breakout zone and this area previously, like I've shown you on the other charts now. And yes, there is an intermediary level of support at this zone. So if you'd like, I would be very, 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 very happy to draw in this little support zone for you guys, just as a tiny little area to be able to help you guys navigate that. If we break these zones, that's where we're going. But I wanted to say, if we happen to do these two scenarios. So first scenario is if we break through this, we're going to break down here, retest, and then break again, okay? And we're going to retest the zone, and that will be, this is Bitcoin's market cap on its own, okay? We will then test this $380 billion market cap, which takes out $200 billion in liquidity right now, okay? And then essentially we could range and then make a breakout essentially through to this zone. We could hit that zone, then break out. There's a multitude of different scenarios that could happen. We could just form from here, bounce here, and then break out. Well, that's a bit too extreme. Boom, boom, break out, retest, and then break out. You know, there's multiple scenarios, but at the end of the day, you can see that the trend is going to go up. Whether we break down a little bit, dollar cost average into your damn positions, guys. So very, very, very powerful. Okay, let's take all of that stuff. Oops. Let's go one more forward, and let's now go and check this one. I've shown you this before, resetting on the RSI. Again, the 618 zone here, and you guys can see that we hit resistance. We've broken this channel here. So the zone of support is down here. First level, second level, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if we came down to test the 618 because that's what Bitcoin does, guys. Now, just for a peace of mind on the long term, okay, even though we come down here, that would be a very strong level of support. What I've been wanting to share with you, let's go do it back on, let's go and do it on this chart for you. So let's get our indicator and let's go and put this one. Okay, so the EMA, look at the EMA. So essentially, look where the EMA is going to test. The EMA is going to test above this level of support here. So that would be at 26,000. Okay. So if we break 26,000, we are for sure coming down to the 618 level, without a doubt, guys. And then hopefully it does something like this and pulls back up. Occasionally it does pull there and pulls back up immediately without actually hurting the band. But if we go and have a look at it on the weekly time frame, you can see that Bitcoin is way oversold now, and there is time due for a little bit of a retracement. Let's go and zoom in a little bit on the stochastic RSI. It has crossed now. So guys, I do see that we do come down a little bit. Please be cautious with what happens. You know, we could essentially smash up here, get some traders out, and wick right back down. Look at the size of some of these wicks. They're mad. Okay. So anything could happen. But yeah, we are at a level of resistance, overbought. It's time for a bit of a pullback. A nice pullback, as I say, would be here, even all the way down to, on the weekly time frame, the 23,600 level. So guys, if you enjoyed this content, please remember to smash that thumbs up for me on the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient with me on this video. I know there was a lot of stuff I had to show you in there, but there is some good stuff happening in those charts. So thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.